Hey everyone, I'm Laura, and today I'm going to show you exactly what I got in my most recent Goodwill Bluebox purchase. If you've ever been curious to know for yourself what you might find in one of these boxes, this is the video to watch. And if you guys are like, what the heck is Bluebox? I've never heard of that before. Let me give you a brief rundown. Goodwill used to sell online under the Goodwill platform these repurposed boxes. At some point, they broke off and created their own website, and they called it Goodwill Bluebox. And basically, it's like lots, like large lots of. They have jewelry. I've seen hats before. I've seen clothes. I've gotten boxes of Lego from there before. And you basically pay a flat amount, and you get a box, such as this one. Actually, close it up so you can see the exact size of it. This is the box. So this thing's filled with jewelry, about 5.5 pounds. I think they advertise it as 5 on the website. But that's what we're getting into today, is to show you exactly what I got inside of that box. So nowadays, they have completely ditched the Goodwill name, and now it's just Bluebox. So even though it is probably still run by Goodwill, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure Goodwill still owns Bluebox. It's just now Bluebox. Now, let's see what I got. This is going to be the abbreviated version. I'm just going to show you the goodies. Quick rundown of everything. If you guys could subscribe, I would love to have you as a subscriber, but also you'll be notified when I upload the full video. So if you want to see piece by piece everything I pulled out of this bag, the long version of this box, I'll be uploading that later on this week, probably on Friday or Saturday. And so if you're curious, love to have you stick around. Hit the notification bell. You'll know when that video uploads, and you can see exactly what I got in this box. But for now, we're going to do a little rundown, a little show and tell of a little brief, not the greatest things, and then the pieces that I think are sellable, the silver that I found, and then the bigger piece at the end that is really exciting. So, all right, let's jump into it. All right, first of all, we're going to start with the crafting lot. These are just pieces that I just don't feel inspired by. I felt like they weren't necessarily sellable, or maybe I personally can't sell them. And so I just threw them all in this box. And as you can see, there's quite a bit in here. There really is. So this will be donated to a local arts reuse center. Basically, they take donations. It's like a thrift store. They take donations and then sell it to artists in the community. So that's that whole box. And then just to slide this over, this I will actually try to sell probably on eBay as a lot. And for this, basically, you sell, this is just a little tip and trick to you guys if you are resellers too. If you lot things up by color, you have a better chance of selling it than if you just did, like if I tried to sell that hodgepodge box, I probably wouldn't. This being lotted up with similar colors, this will probably have a better chance of selling than that over there. I also have hematite in here, so I can say that it has stones in it. There's also a stone over here. Some is wearable, some is not, but overall I'll just sell it as like a bronze and dark metal tone lot box, or whatever you want to call it. So just to give you an idea of that, a job lot, sometimes they call it. So that's that entire pile. And then we can move on to some of the individual items I found. This is fun. And sorry, this is my old crafting table, so there's paint. We've got a little wood carved piece there. This jewelry, scarf jewelry. You feed your scarf through it, and this thing's in great condition. Along the same lines, and maybe from a similar time period, are these excellent condition clip earrings with the Aurora Borealis crystals in there. It's got a little bit of yellow on the back where the glue is, but they're in such good shape on the front that I'm pretty happy with those. A lot of these unfortunately need some cleaning. These are just fun little sheep earrings. I just thought they were cute. I don't know, maybe a buck on those, nothing crazy. These I thought are super duper fun. They're like stained glass bunny earrings. Cute for anybody who just is into bunnies or into stained glass, or for Easter jewelry. So I like those. These also, get to that in a second. These earrings are in great condition. These peacock earrings with the crystals on them, or rhinestones I should say. I don't see a single one missing either. So those are super fun. Definitely sellable. This and this is just some jewelry I've set aside to repurpose some things for my niece potentially. Ooh, or maybe each niece. Oh, well, I have a few. I've got 3 actually now. But for the older ones, I could maybe make a necklace out of those. Not selling as an earring set because we're missing stones. This one's got... Oh, I guess I can't make something out of that. That one's missing a stone right there. So in any case, but that's for repurposing for my own purposes. And then so is this bracelet. Nothing wrong with it. The stretch is terrible. It definitely needs to be restrung, but I'll probably make this into a bracelet for one of the nieces. So keeping that for myself. We have a fun, well, here, let me do this first. This is just a Silvertone costume bracelet signed E Pearl on the back. Nothing crazy valuable, but just kind of cool and heavy and has a nice weight to it. These fun earrings that I think I'm going to lot these up. They all kind of have like a similar vibe. So it's like a gold tone, kind of swirly. It kind of remind me of those like Hawaiian hooks, if you know, you know. And then these, which I think are really fun, and I'm kind of considering just hanging on to these, but maybe I'll just lot them up with the fun earrings. And then these as well, which need a little bit of a polishing. But this is the part that goes through your ear, and it sits forward like that, with your lobe in there like that. Just like a fun abstract piece. Reminds me of abstract art. I love that. Think about lotting those up. This is another one I'm keeping for crafting purposes. I love sparkly stuff, but this one had glass, like little drops in there. That makes me think of raindrops. I love anything like that. I think these are Brile, I want to say. Brile beads is the cut. For some fun little guys, we have this skull that actually the pin on the back is actually a safety pin, which is hilarious to me. This little Christmas cat. And then we've got a little charm, a little dragon charm there. I thought was really pretty. We have a lot to go through, that's why I'm trying to rush a little bit. This really cute brooch, another one that will be put up for sale for not too much money if the camera will focus. Hello, camera. There we go. So it is just plastic in a gold tone setting, but it has a nice long chain to it. And some people just really love a cameo. I love a cameo, but I am a cameo snob. I'm the type that likes to collect cameos that are actually in shell or like a stone or a mother pearl. I have a couple of those. Plastic don't really do it for me, but I still think it's really nice and pretty. And actually the carving, quote unquote, or the mold, whatever you want to call it, is actually really lovely with this woman with the flowers in her hair and the flowers on the shoulder there. So really pretty. I think somebody will like that, so we'll put that one up for sale. This is another one I'm going to repurpose. They are all real pearls. And the stretch, I'm afraid to stretch it. I think it's going to snap any time. These little metal pieces I will probably throw into the craft lot because I think they're kind of a little bit worn. I don't really like them. Honestly, I don't really like them with the pearls. But, you know, they're pretty for repurposing. This also is another one that I will probably try to repurpose because I do like to make necklaces sometimes. I have one that I still haven't sold, but I made this like fantasy necklace with succulents and moss and this old scrap fabric and crystals. I have crystals on there too, and I can see this being a really nice base for something like that as well because you can wire wrap anywhere you please on this. It has a lot of potential, so I'm keeping that for crafting. This is just a glass bangle. I'm really not sure what to say about it, except that I think it's pretty, and if someone's into it, then there you go, glass bangle. Add that to the bangle pile, and here's another one. Now, a lot of these I have to clean up, of course, but that's okay with me. This one's mother pearl, and then it's got some sort of black inlay here, too, that it's got dirt on it, so I can't really get a close look at it to tell what it is. There we go. So you can see the mother pearl in there. I'm really not sure. It might be just like a dyed bone inlay or something like that. Don't know, but still really cool. And along the same lines of mother of pearl, we have these two rings. So this one here is a bird carved into it, and then this one is just a simple band. They're both for a smaller size finger though. like probably maybe a 5 even. Yeah, like maybe a 6. But in either case, too small for my fingers, but super cute. Sellable, I think, if somebody is the right size. We've got 1 and 2 Alex and Ani bracelets. This one is in better shape than this one. This one's got a little, like, almost monogram looking design on it. And then this one is the Clada. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And then it has their usual charms on there. These will probably either do choice of or lot up together, I'm not sure. But they will be for sale. I don't collect Alex and Ani jewelry, although I know some people do. I do not. We have these little lace windows here. I thought these were really pretty. Unfortunately, not sterling. We did test those, but they look like tarnished sterling, but they are not. But maybe plated or something like that. But either way, these are really cute earrings. The posts, I think, are just stainless or something like that. Nothing, no precious metal in those, but still pretty. Still hopefully sellable. This bracelet is made to look like gold. It is nice and heavy. I do believe it's just plated stainless. Just judging by the feel of it and the weight, I think it's just plated stainless. No marks on it. It has a fold over clasp, and it actually also has a catch chain. So I think it's really doing a good job at trying to look expensive, if you know what I mean. Really good feel to it, good weight. That one will be for sale. We have these cute little fleur-de-lis earrings. They're just silver tone, nothing crazy to, talk about there or say, but there those are. Here's another one for my own personal crafting pile. I don't even know what it is. It kind of just looks kind of trashy at a glance, but I think it's really pretty. It's got all these beads. Hello, there we go. All these beads on there kind of gives me pop art vibes. And I don't know what the heck I'm going to use it for, but I just think it's really cool. So I'm going to use it for something. Eventually, the right project will come along. But for now, craft pile. For me, personal craft pile. This one, I like this one. So this is a layered necklace look. And I keep messing up the way it goes. It actually kind of goes like that. It's got the 3 loops on it. And you know what? I just realized to lift the fish tank on. Let me turn that off really quick. Okay, sorry about that buzzing in the background. That's my fish tank pump. Okay, so this chain has some glass beads on it. This has glass, and these are actually pyrite beads here. I'll show you up close. That's pyrite, which is really cool. And then on this one, it's got glass and then ceramic. So together, it just makes a really, really pretty visual draping effect. I am going to try to sell this. If it doesn't sell, I'll probably harvest these pyrite beads because I think they're wonderful. And maybe, this could even be taken off and then just sold as a single necklace or whatever, but we will try to sell it as is first. And then also in the long necklace category is this Charming Charlie necklace. I think it's Charming Charlie. Yeah. Charming Charlie necklace. Let me fix it so it's upright and then I'll lay it on the table for you. This one is in great condition. Really long. Really, really long necklace. Gold tone, and then it's got glass beads on it again. And then also these, which are really interesting. They're actually, I'll show you on the matching earrings that we have. It's like reconstituted mother of pearl. So there's little mother of pearl chips in there, but it feels like glass. It doesn't feel like plastic. It feels like glass. And so, and then this up here is glass as well. And then, where's our other one? Yeah, so they feel like glass with like mother of pearl embedded into it. Really, really cool. These, it's a matching set, and I think it is really nice condition, nice piece. So there's that, and then we've got another stunner of a necklace that needs to be cleaned. But very boho, very pretty. Would be so nice with like a gauzy white dress, I think. Or brown. Oh my gosh, this would look great with brown. Or any neutral color, but I love it. It does need to be cleaned off a little bit. And even these beads here are glass. These little 2 beads here are glass. And we have some gold tone beads, and then I think these are glass as well. So Just a long, I'm tempted to keep this one. I think it's really cool. That one. What else do we have here? Oh, you know what? I think I had two pairs, ended up getting two pairs of these. But these and then a handful of others we tested for gold and they all passed and I just don't believe them, so I don't think they actually are gold. But they are some fun little earrings. Here's some other fun earrings that has little opalite beads on the inside here and then a little dangly bit on those. And then we have this one, which is a nappy ear necklace that unfortunately has some tone wear where the links are hitting each other. But on the plus side, you can't notice when you're wearing it because they're all kind of linked up together. And you can't really tell. And then it's got these pearls down here. Really interesting. It actually kind of reminds me of coral in it. Coro, the Coro brand. Pretend I can talk. And then we've got this one, unfortunately unbranded. Sorry, ooh, knocked right into my camera there. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, this one is unbranded. Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. This one is another one. Unfortunately, it is unbranded, as I said. But it's in great condition. It's buttery smooth on this chain. I do really like this. The hook's in good shape. The clasp, little tassels down here. Worth a couple bucks anyway, and maybe nothing crazy, but you know, it's cool. It's pretty. This is another one, another longer necklace. It actually has a magnetic clasp to it. This is just colorful beads. So this one, I'm not sure if I would try to sell that or repurpose the beads. I might, once again, try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, then repurpose the beads out of that one. This is just a little costume piece with adjustable band. Looks like rubies and diamonds in gold, but it's not. It's just a little adjustable cheapy ring, but a buck or two. I think it's cute. And we're almost through here. Here's another long one. Really long. I actually don't feel like untangling this again, but this I'll probably use for harvesting. I don't think I'll try to sell it, but it has some pretty glass beads in here. We've got some cat's eye glass beads in green, and then some clear blue, like a smoky kind of blue color. There's some blue cat's eye down there as well. So pretty necklace. Not sure if I want to try to sell it or just harvest from it, but there's that. We've got this little brooch, a little like embroidered brooch. Very pretty. These were popular a couple decades back, but I usually see them in black with flowers on them. I have not seen them in that color before. In the white, I mean. I'm sure they exist, but I usually see them in black when I come across them. We've got this little bauble necklace, which I thought was a fun little statement piece. All the pieces are there, which was impressive to me because, I don't know, I guess I just assume if it's in a Goodwill lot that at least one of these rhinestones would probably be missing, but I don't see any of it missing. This gives me Bollywood vibes in the best way. Good shape. Unfortunately not branded, but the metal is in good condition. It's a nice piece. So there's that one for sale, and then a couple more highlights. This whole button necklace, it's got a bunch of mother of pearl buttons on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to save these buttons for myself or if I'm going to donate them. I'm not sure. I'll probably hang on to them for now just because I don't know. And I feel like if I don't know, I don't want to get rid of it, because as soon as I get rid of it, I'll find a reason to have kept them, because that's what always happens, it seems. And then I have a small earring lot of Christmas earrings that I'm actually just going to give my mom because she loves Christmas themed jewelry. So we have Santa, we have some glass Christmas trees, and then these are my favorite. The little snowmen. And these are all glass as well. So those ones are going to go to my mom. And then we've got all these. I'm probably going to lot these up. I don't even know the value on individual beads, but I'll probably take these off the posts and everything and put them as a lamp work bead lot. We have a few of them here, all different. That one, that's a pearl, like a button pearl, but glass. This is glass too. These are all lamp work. So these are made basically with like a rod, like a glass rod that you put over fire. And you have to keep the rod rotating as you're working with it so it doesn't just melt into a glob and fall off. And it's not easy. I've done it. It's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. But in any case, that's how these were all made. So these are all glass beads that I will probably lot up and then just sell in a small lot. Probably on the eBays. And then last of the costume jewelry, I've got a Brighton piece here, which is like, oh, now we're getting the good stuff, right? We've got Brighton, and I did find these earrings that I will try to sell the Brighton necklace to maybe someone who collects Brighton jewelry, and then just give these earrings to them just for funsies, because they give me Brighton vibes, but they're not marked. They could be Brighton, I don't know. But unfortunately, this one, it's got a bead here, and it's not on this one. So this one looks like it's missing one of these beads. That's probably how I'll sell it, but you know, we'll see. Subject to change, in my opinion. And so that's it of the costume stuff. Oh, except for, okay, no, that's a lie. I lied. Let me show you a little more of the costume, and then I will show you the silver pieces that we found. So, in the possibly, but probably not gold. This is a Mary DeMarco piece, which I just learned about. I hadn't heard of her. Maybe I feel like I may have heard of her, but I've never come across one of her pieces before. This is a whole necklace. The clasp is super cool. Let me show that really quick. It's like two hands that kind of link together. So we have the whole necklace and then the little charm down there. This came with matching earrings. However, this earring is missing one of the beads off to the side there, as you can see. One of those metal bead parts. But still, I can lot this up, and I think this is probably worth in the $15 to $25 range, give or take, on eBay. So that one I will try to sell. And then the couple pieces that I'm keeping for myself for wear, these earrings that I think are spectacular. I just love the design on those so much. Like, if this was in gold, I would probably wear this as a locket every day. I just love that design. So that's for me to keep. And then this little bug brooch, possibly a bee, also for me to keep. I'm going to put it in my brooch collection, which if you guys are interested, I mentioned this in the unboxing video, but if you're interested in seeing my brooch collection, let me know, because it's pretty much the only thing it's good for is showing on a video, because I never wear them. I've worn, of all the brooches, I've probably worn maybe 3 of them. And it's not like a year-round thing, so I don't even know. But all right, let's get into the sterling, possibly sterling pieces, possibly gold pieces. So this, actually no, we tested these, but these were not. Ooh, these are just gold tone hoops, but they're very nicely, like they're nice costume hoops. So we're going to set those aside. These did test, but I don't believe that these are gold, much like the other ones. These I'll keep for myself as well. They do remind me of like Art Nouveau style, and I like them, and I'm really into gold right now, so I'm going to feel these out and see if I can wear them for myself, and if not, then they'll come for sale eventually, I'm sure. And then we've got these sterling silver square pieces that I think are pretty darn cool. If I could pick them up. Struggling to do that. I keep bumping this camera stand. I do apologize for that. We've got these sterling pieces. Sterling hooks. Sterling little squares there. Super cool. Super sellable, I think. I've got this ring, which I'm going to have to find out if these are diamonds or not, because at this point in time I don't know. But we do have, hello, sterling silver with stones in each one of these little, like, marquee kind of shapes. There are 2 stones in each of those. So I think they could potentially be diamonds, but I don't know for a fact. I'll find out before I sell it. But it is sterling, probably about a size 8, maybe 8 to 9, somewhere in that range. I'm pretty darn excited about that one because it's not missing any stones. And hello. That's good. All right, we have this long necklace that is handmade. I'm fairly certain. I don't see a brand on it, and actually I don't even think it's got a clasp. Oh no, it does have a clasp. That was, okay, this was the sterling part. One of the sterling parts is this clasp. It's a big chunky clasp, as you can see. And that is sterling, as well as these little rings down here. And then this necklace is super duper long. We have button pearls on it. We've got these little cages here that kind of remind me of bird's nests. Those are also sterling. And then we have these glass beads here. So actually I did not test that one, but I don't believe the other metal components are sterling. We did test one of these beads. Oh, this guy, this textured bead here we tested, and that was not sterling. But we do have some sterling on here, sterling clasp. Really awesome beads. It's glass all the way down to these beads. Of little tiny, these things are small. Can you even see that? Let me see. Small little beads that slide on the cable here. Looks like a, I'm not sure what it's strung up on, but in any case, that is really cool. Handmade piece, and I think it's got really nice materials to go with it. Like on the, the combination of the glass and the pearls. And then we've got these. These are also sterling. So these hooks are sterling, and then we have real pearls, and then glass rondelle, clear beads, and black beads. Some more clear down here, and then we've got tinier black ones down there. Faceted sterling. Really nice. All right. We have some pieces that are going to end up in my sterling scrap pile, unfortunately. Even though this bracelet is beautiful, it is missing. There's one right there. It's missing 2 stones. Same spot. So that's unfortunate. Looks like it's maybe CZ or topaz and CZ. That is a sterling bracelet though. Sometimes you do get lucky. You get nice sterling pieces. In this case we've got this. And then we've got these little scrap pieces. They're not connected to anything. This has a hook on it, but we don't have a match. You see, they're not the same size. So that's going to go in my scrap sterling pile. 2 more. This piece here, which the verdict is still out on what I'm even holding here. I found 2 incidences of this online. One said nothing special. One said it's sterling and was trying to sell it for $60. I can't find a marking on here anywhere. I did test it, and that was inconclusive because a couple of them were no and a couple of them were yes. So I really don't know. I don't know. It looks older. I do believe that this is either glass or onyx. And on the inside, it has this texture to it that reminds me of pewter, actually. But the outside looks like sterling. It looks like a tarnished sterling. I'm really stumped on this one, so I have to do more research. But whatever it is, it's gorgeous. So we'll do a little more research on that one. And then the banger, which is like so crazy surprising to me. And maybe you'll feel that way too once you see it. I'm going to put it on my wrist and show you. And you're going to be like, that compared to everything else? It turns out that this is actually created by, or I do believe now, I contacted the artist to see if it is actually one of his pieces, because I don't know if his work was ever replicated or forged, like a forged signature, because I do have here his signature. Eric Ryan, and I may not even be pronouncing that right. I have not heard of this artist. I did research on him today. Turns out that he is still actively in the art community. He does a lot different style of art though. This is like circa 1980s. And I do know that there is a piece, I guess I found his Instagram, and he had recently gotten one of his pieces into a museum in Munich that actually has a collection of his pieces. I guess they have like the largest collection of his pieces. I could only find a few for sale online, but the prices are like $1,800 for, I think, a necklace. There's a $1,200 pair of earrings, and then there's a $650 brooch for sale. So if at resale value, I don't know what this would fetch. I did not see any bracelets, but this is just like, the craftsmanship is crazy. I did read an article, he said it reminded him of old Japanese dolls, like the construction quality. And I can definitely see that. It's really well done. It's really well done. And even though it clearly, has some age to it, it's been around for a while. It looks like, I don't know if this is, like this mark here is, I don't think it's verdigris though. I think it might just be a little schmutz. Or just a little patina on it. Don't know. But in any case, believe it or not, of everything in this lot, this was the biggest banger piece, potentially. I'm thinking about doing a follow-up video on this one just because it's so unique, so unusual, and by far, if it is what it is, the most valuable piece I've ever found in one of these boxes. So we'll see. It's very exciting though. And man, this thing is really comfortable to wear. I'm tempted to just like keep it and wear it, but if it's a museum quality kind of thing, then that might, you know, be where it needs to end up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But either way, ooh, how cool is that? I'm pretty jazzed about that. Even like if nothing comes of it, I did learn about a new artist today, and that's exciting. And if it is, you know, more special than that, then how cool and weird to find it in a blue box lot. Honestly, where has this thing been and how did it end up in here with all of this? You know what I mean? So weird. If jewelry could talk, I would love to hear it speak, honestly. But there you go. That's the whole lot of this particular box of, of Blue Box, Goodwill Bluebox jewelry. All right, guys, what did you think? Pretty cool, huh? I'm still like, I'm sitting right here, so I'm going to put it back on my wrist. I am super jazzed about this piece. I cannot wait to learn more about this. That's like crazy fascinating to me. And if you guys have heard about this artist, please leave a comment below, or just comment below on what you saw that was your favorite piece today. I'd love to know. And if you're interested in purchasing anything, I do always leave my email address in the description box. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but just send me a screenshot of what you're interested in, and yeah, we can talk price. But if not, I will be going live with a sale soon, and I'll give details on that in the coming days. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and leave a comment below. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next one. I will, like I said, longer version of this video, the full unboxing, will be uploaded later this week. So if you're interested, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you over on that one in a few days. But for now, here's a video that YouTube thinks you're going to be interested in, so please give that a try. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you over there. All right, take care. Sorry for being awkward as usual. Okay, bye.